Hey guys, what's up? This is Jimmy James. But before we get on to today's topic, here is a little treat from a friend of mine who lives in the same city, Philadelphia, Jeff Ealing. Please listen to him. This dude's amazing. Stick right there. This is Jeff Ealing with So This Is Christmas.
Is Christmas, and what have you done? Another year over.
We're going to start that over. Let's go one more time.
So this is Christmas, and what have you done? Another year over. A new one just begun. And so this is Christmas. I hope you have fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. So this is Christmas, for weak and for strong, for rich and for poor ones. The war is so long, and so this is Christmas, for black and for white, for yellow and red ones. Let's stop all the fight. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. And so this is Christmas, and what have we done? Another year over, a new one just begun. And so happy Christmas, I hope you have fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. War is over if you want it. War is over now.
Simply amazing. That is Jeff Ewing. I've known him for years on Facebook. Lives in the same area as me. Just wanted to say thank you for that song. It was something special to hear it sung a different way like that. And it feels more personal, I guess, because, not just Facebook. I mean, Philly. And I don't know. Other than thank you and, well, keep doing what you do. That's Jeff Ealing. That's Ehling. I had to make sure I was saying it right. So I had to keep saying it in the Google search to make sure I was saying the last name right. Anyway, I'll drop his link below and you can go check him out. He's done songs for a while. I had in front of me the list about him, and when I can, I will get it in there. So once again, thanks, Jeff, and let's get on with the show. The Death Theory. Fucking creepy up in here. Is it Halloween past, right, guys? All right, be right back. They'll be on.
Much love, fam. You made me a favorite. Wow. That goes straight, directly to my heart, to my soul. I really thank you for that. Just for that, I'm gonna do more podcasts, more episodes, more often, very much often. But thank you. Can you share, like, and shout me out? Shout out my podcast, please. I will surely return the favor. Thank you. David Thomas Flowers. Roll it. 10-4. Out.
Hey, what's up? David Flowers, thanks for the shout out. Thanks for the love. Yeah, man. This is what podcasting's about. It's about showing other podcasters out there some love and stick with it. You are not alone in the start of your podcasting journey. So thank you for the love. I appreciate the message. What you give in this universe, I think, will give you back tenfold, especially if it's a positive thing. Karma comes around to us all eventually. Thank you. Once again, that's David Flowers. Go check him out.
It is now time to explain to people just what's wrong with me. Yay!
That's what I wanted to get into about life, death, what comes after, what comes next. Everything dies, right? That's what we know. People say this is a fact. This is a fact. You know, like, there's death and taxes, okay, blah, 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 or whatever. Death is a fact. Is it final? I don't know. Is death final? Is death a fact? Actually, I don't know that either. Because if we might come back. Who am I to tell you, or anybody for that matter? You know? I watch a lot of near-death experience. I hear a lot of the similarities in the stories. You know, I really don't hear much about it. There's always the lights, or there's a lot of, it's not God. They kind of got away from the God theory, and they call it something else. But the one thing I noticed that they all had in common, right? This is NDE people, is, which interests me personally, which I picked up on, is that they all felt this euphoric, non-worrying feeling. And this is not just what they're saying. This is been studied, so this is nothing new. But what I'm really picking up on is this has to be, I can't say facts because, I haven't, as far as I know, I haven't died. I don't have the experience in my head, or maybe I do and I just don't know how to unlock it. And I know I'm getting pretty deep there, but I don't know how to put it in words, but maybe that what they're saying, there has to be truth behind it, because there's so many people that say there's a sense of letting go and feeling this feeling that you can't describe, or it's hard to explain, right? It's like explaining colors to a blind person. That's how I usually go down. I want, what I want to see in my lifetime, I would love to see this, and I don't know why this fascinates me so much. I looked for it as much as I could. I wanted somebody who's been blind their whole life, like since
childbirth or, since they were born or whatever, their whole life. And then, maybe our technology takes us to a point, and I thought this a while ago, but I'm thinking, alright, I'm going to be 40, that there should be technology out there that will help somebody see. And I know they're working on stuff. They have some prototypes. But for me to see that, I want to see that person's, I know this might be weird. It's like, I want to see their emotions, and because it would be new to me. It would be alien to me, because when you study, it's hard to like, it sounds like, I'm a body language expert. I've talked about this before. It's an emotion that when you're so used to understanding people without even them talking and being empathetic and empath, whatever, I think that would be pretty cool to see. So that's just getting on that one side. Sorry, it took me a little long there to explain, but like I said, there's really no words behind that feeling or description of that feeling, because it's never been done, to my knowledge. And we're always talking about aliens and life and all this and after. Do you think the most wealthiest people in the world, I'm talking about those 1% of the 1% again, 0.1%, do you think, because they have money and they have the resources and the tools, that they know more? And I mean more in the sense, and I'm not talking about more in the sense of, what's in Area 51? I'm talking about resources, because they can give somebody life-changing, money to able to buy them what they need. But then I started thinking, what do you know, right? Like something world-changing. I mean, what are you going to say, aliens? I know aliens exist, they're among us, whatever. People are going to be like, prove it, because that's old. What else is there? How many people do you know that know something that's secretive, that if it got out, the whole world would be like, their minds blown? I'm telling you, the human species is ignorant, but also, not all of us, I'm just saying. Even this includes me, though. I'm ignorant when it comes to stuff. But I think if people were just, and I'm starting to see a change, but if I want to see a bigger change, if people were just more empathetic and understanding to one another, and we kind of slow down the population by a lot in the next 10 years. So in 10 years, there should be still 8 billion people or less on this planet. If we can do all that in the next decade or two, we might have a chance to live a little longer than what I expect. Hopefully some good news on the next take. Be right back. For fuck's sake. Jimmy James. Be right back.
Yeah, what's up, guys? It's the Jimmy James Show, and welcome to the Death Theory. What's up? This is your host, Jimmy James. Saturday night, huh? What's up with that? I need a fucking life. Seriously, this is how this came to me. I'm sitting there and I'm like, death. It's beyond me. It's beyond us. So I went and I was like, fuck it. Once I get a title in my head, just in case you guys don't know how this works, I have to make that, I have to make that a podcast. I don't know why it works like that. I don't know. I wasn't taught how to do this. It was not like how do writers write, and I was interested in that. And I was like, well, how do fucking writers write? I would love to, well, not me personally love to write. I would love to, write a book, right? Right. Let me turn off the fan air so I can do this properly. But I mean, I really wanted to write a book, but not physically write it. Like, I'll fucking speak into the thingy and people can hear it or whatever. So, anyway, I went to the Google Play Store. And this is how I'm coming around to the death theory and all that. So I went to the Google Play Store, which I'm doing now, and I went to the books. There's a book section, and I went to how to write a book. Like, I don't know how to write a book. I didn't know how to podcast. I just literally read what Spotify was saying. I'm sorry, Spotify. Anchor was saying, and I listened to a couple of their starter thingies, and I did it. And I don't know if there. I was thinking about this a while ago. I don't know if there's tiers for podcasts. Like, you know, you're not a beginner, and then like a novice, and then like a master, a legend. You know, I did think about making some of them, and I'm like, I'll be the first one to make that. That will be mine. So I still have something in the works, but so far I just have it set the normal way, like, you know, beginner, novice. I think I have 5 levels. I have them written down somewhere, but getting way off topic there. So I went on to the ebooks, and it would just read to you. You know, like, I don't know if I have any of my ebooks just like handy, but right now I have my, you guys are gonna be like, oh boy. I got my, laptop tablet open, and I started going through ones that are like, you know, relevant to what I'm trying to figure out, like how to write a book. How does a singer like you heard Jeff Ealing? Jeff, he sits there and sings, you know, and he has a couple songs, one of his songs that's his song, by the way. I'll tell you in a second. I have it on my list somewhere. I'm opening it up now, and I'll tell you. How did he make that song? You know, like, it's such a good song too. I always wanted to know how somebody sit down and just make a song. I'm not gonna be able to find it, am I? Of course not. But I put it on either Spotify or somewhere, or it's somewhere. It's somewhere. It's something about I can't believe I'm bad that I actually don't know the name of the song. This is a couple months ago. He shared the song with me, and I thought, oh, this is a really good song, right? So I'm thinking this has to be somebody else. I didn't know his whole story, that he was a songwriter who, you know, I know he lived in Philly. Chalfont, by the way. Shout out to Chalfont. And so that was mixing into what I wanted to do, to write in something. Now, what it is I wanted to write, I had no idea yet. I just felt like I just want to write something. And maybe I'm in that phase. Maybe there's a phase of life where you just want to write something. You know, there's all these different phases of life that guys go through. I can't speak for women or just people in general, but mostly guys have phases where they go through blah, blah, blah. And I'm all over the place here, but just hear me out. So I go from, I want to write something because I like writing shit down on Audio Lab and I like making it come together. I did one for like my sister. It was terrible. Why is my noise thingies coming on? And then I was like, Jesus Christ, it was terrible. I threw that together like shit. But what if I really tried to write something or text it, however, text to speech, whatever, how I like to do it, and I want to make a story behind it, but not just like a shit, stupid story. I want to make it to have morals and points and actually mean something. So then I was like, all right, let me find out on the ebook, see if there's anything. And then I started going down that hole. And then I jumped over to like, okay, songwriters. I know how to do little rhymes and raps. You just start from somewhere. And then, but it's different. It's not like a poem or a song. Writing is way harder. So I'm trying to compare all these worlds into one, and I wind up with the death theory. And I'll tell you how I wind up with this is because I am all over the fucking place, and I want to cover everything. Now, I could have made the everything or whatever, something else, but I wanted to get into a topic and talk about it for at least this many X amount of minutes, because that's all we have are these X amount of minutes left. Each one that you listen to me is a minute that you took out of your minute life to fucking be with me to listen. That's actually a good title. Minute Life. Moment by moment. So I came up with the death theory, but I wanted to make it more than just about death. I don't want to be all doom and gloom and be like, what happens when you die and all this. And I'm going to take you guys on a trip without any experience or any collaboration or any help, or nobody's going to be sitting there talking to me and telling me, this is how you say it, this is when you put the paragraphs in, such forth and so forth, and whatever the fuck beyond the worlds of understanding. I'm going to take you down a road which is going to probably fuck with your brain, drive you insane, but I promise I will take the wheel just before we go off the cliff. So before I get into any more of this, stick right there. I hope you kind of understood where I was going with all that. It means, doesn't matter what you want to do in life, as long as you're doing it and you're happy, that's all that matters. But let's get into the story, the death theory, coming up right after these Anchor ads. Stay there. Don't go nowhere. I'm serious. Don't go nowhere.
This all started one day. Back in May, I was walking under the underpass, and that's when I realized I came to pass. A voice in my head. He told me things that I wouldn't believe. Then he showed me things I could conceive. But before long, his voice started to migrate my insides. Before I knew it, he drove me crazy. I went to the doctor, I talked to some shrink lady. The think sink. I call it a sink because no matter what we all think, it all goes down and away and eventually will be forgotten about someday. But what is someday but right now? Let today be now. I called this think. Thought a he. No matter what you call it, it is fucking crazy to think that you're in control of your lane in life. We all feel insane inside. Outside, outsiders, we show constraint. Inside we feel concrete. Feelings of weight, less-ness, that will drag us down, slowly drowned. In this think experiment I call life now, earthbound. What would we do now? It's only a matter of time. Before the next lie, experiment, what to call it? Politics and or the end of all of it. What is the point of this? Sit right back and let me try to explain some of this. I think we all deserve to feel sane from all of this craziness. Ignorance is bliss, worse I heard. Let's get back onto the spoken word.
Hey, stick around for this Anchor ad sponsorship by the Jimmy James Show. A to Z, here we go.
What's up? It is the next part of this bit. I fixed my mic. Go get the coffee and I realized this tastes like shit. I don't want to be doing a podcast right now. That's the honest side of me. So before we get back into me, into you, into life, into why do I keep grabbing this when I want to grab this? Alright, so guess what? Side note, smoking plastic cigars, and I have too many things in front of me, and I can't focus in on anything. You know what's funny? In a way, medicine, taking Adderall for people with ADHD drives me fucking literally mentally
mentally insane, crazy, whatever. It helps me focus, right? But I can't figure out for the life of me why when I take, I don't know, Xanax or something like that, I gotta turn this off. I'm more calm and focused, but if you piss me off or I get off of focus or something, I will fucking, like, rip your face apart. And I'm not saying that to be tough. It is that I scare the shit out of myself. Alright, back on to the track of death. His testimony, sir, just listen to this. Episode 63. The Death Theory. We wondered, why he did what he did. Just listen to this for 10 minutes, Your Honor. You'll realize this guy needs to be put in a straitjacket. I could have one of those shows, but... So where was I? I'm going to try to calmly get back to where I was to keep you locked in to this theory I have. Because that's all it is a theory. I don't have any facts to back it up. And matter of fact, I have absolution. I'm absolutely correct about a couple things. I could prove it to some parts, but there's some things I can't. I wanted to say so bad, which I'm just gonna go ahead and say because I'm crazy. There's something on the wing. No, I just love saying that part. Because that's what life kind of feels like. There's something on the wing, and nobody believes you. So that's a perfect time for a metaphor. Point drop. I gotta have a point drop. Metaphor drop. That's life in a nutshell. Little sayings are so true. Like when I heard that, when I was telling you the other day, but couldn't pay attention when I was saying, money makes the world go round. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. That's a shit saying. I don't like it. It makes the world go around. You know, like that? Like, I'd rather there's something on the wing and knowing what that means and have that feeling inside. It's like, you know, it's there. So that's where I'm going to kind of go right now. So, getting back to the craziness. I think I do this to challenge people who listen. I think, like, I'll just talk some weird random shit for the first couple minutes and have you like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Turn me off and then get to the good shit. So if you stuck for over 3 minutes and 55 seconds of this part, congratulations, you made it to the good shit. So anyway, back when I was 20. I was 16, 20, whatever. Whatever the fuck. Light my cigar so I could tell this story properly. Before I tell you the rest of the story, I'm going to give you a little backstory on who my comedian legends were, like George Carlin, little Dave Chappelle, Seinfeld, what's his face? Fucking Jesus Christ, I'm forgetting names over here. Richard Pryor, Murphy, back in the day. These guys were funny to me. Especially George, like, he was, like, one of my absolute, George and Chappelle, but George Carlin, like, he was a god to me when he spoke. It wasn't always funny. I would hear people laugh, and I would sit there, you know, with, ha, 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 but I would really say, like, that's so fucking true, and I'm sure you guys do, too. I mean, you're not stupid, but take it to the level he was trying to take it to, which is like, I'm saying this to you, it's funny, but what are you gonna do about it? So that's what I grew up on. So I have nothing to do about it except this. So, part 2 of my life coming unglued, minute by minute. So, where was I? So I started getting into the spiritual realm of things on top of being in astronomy. So I wanted to have scientific proof, at least to myself, right? And subconsciously I'll
hopefully remember where I'm going with this. I could write it down, but fuckily, hopefully I'll remember. Fuckily. That's one of my words, fuckily. Fuckily. I could just... I just wanted to hear if these spirit things are real. But I didn't just get this idea out of my, my fucking, just grab it out of the air. I would, say, okay, this is how I think. I don't remember what started me other than when I was a kid, when I was 9, and I thought I seen something, but I know I didn't see anything, but that had some sort of an impact on me, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't, but so I started recording and just recording things, and I don't know why. But when I'm recording something, I'm recording it with a digital recorder, and I'm by myself. And this is a long time ago. This is not recent shit. This is fuck. How old am I? 20 years ago. Oh my god. Has it been 20 years? Yeah, more than that. And then when you hear shit, and now, according to me, I didn't know who or what I was hearing. I could barely hear what I was hearing. It's so hard to put, let's see, this is hard to explain because this is actually it's just really just kicked in just now of the years it took to understand this. If I hear something in a piece of audio, right, that people call them EVPs, and there's kind of like a joke almost attached to EVPs, unless you're talking to people that are really going to be open about this. Electronic voice phenomenon, by the way, which I just think it's electronic voices that are spirits, whatever. When you first start doing it, it's tough. So even today, I catch myself like, you don't hear that? And they're like, yeah, I do. People do. Some people hear it right away. Some people don't. And I gotta sit back and remember, holy fuck, I got 20 years of me doing this. And I'll get on to that in a second. Trust me, I already know where your mind's going. Well, maybe that's your problem, 20 years, but I'll get on to that. So anyway, that's how it started. I remember getting some of my first recording, and I didn't keep them. I'm not that type of person that's going to be like, well, I'm going to keep every recording and this and that. Not at first. I didn't do that. Even today, I'm too lazy to move things over to places, and I don't give a fuck. I wish I had something right now where I could let you guys hear it. I do have the recorder right next to me, my digital recorder. I can play something. I would have to find it and then play it for you. And then I could put it on repeat a couple times for you to hear it. And I was trying to do that the other day with a 3.1 jack or 5 jack, but I couldn't get it to work because my recorder is old. So I needed a new recorder. And they would do it for me too, the spirits. If I were to say, listen, I need to be as loud as you can be. Say this exactly, can you hear me? Or something like that. And they'll say, can you hear me? Or whatever. And then they'll do it. Now, getting back to whatever the fuck I was talking about, I'm giving people, let them hear this shit, and I'm like, this is 20 years of me, understanding and learning and getting better at this, and learning more than just hearing. When you listen to a recording, you have to close your eyes. Well, this is what I do. I close my eyes. I close my mind off. It's fucking hard to do, but when I listen to recordings, I can do that. Because you gotta remember, I always tell people, I give people 100% of my attention. So when I hear spirits, I close my eyes, I close my mind, and I focus in 1,000, whatever percentage it is, to listen to what I am, that's what I'm getting back to about book readers and songwriters and people like that, to focus in on something. That's what the comparison was. It's comparing to focus in on that. So I do that with the spirit stuff, and I do that with astronomy, and I really try to figure out other things that are what's going on in the universe. For example, when somebody tells you, what do you think's after the end of the universe? What do you usually go? I don't know. Could be, maybe. You probably heard if I threw my recording in there with me and my pops, he was half out of it. But Nobody, mostly people are going to say, I don't know. If they had to put their life on it, they're going to say, I don't know. If I said to you, this, what do you think, A, B, or C? And C is I don't know, and most people are going to go to I don't know. Now, if you say, well, I might say, I believe there's a multi-universe and this and that, and I'd be like, okay, cool, all right, cool, that's different. Why? Why do you believe that? Well, why? What are you going to say? What's your backup proof? What are you going to say? Well, did you ever see the CMB background and how there's cold spot? No, that shit's already been theorized. Anyway, I know this is going to be a long one, but you got to remember, this shit's not easy to talk about. And that's why I call it the death theory, because no matter what we're doing right now at this very moment, we're all getting closer to that one answer. We're all getting closer to that one answer in the two. One is the spiritual side, and one is the universe side of it. So I can tell you this with most certainty. You're going to know, yeah, you're absolutely going to know what one is. We all will. Now, what will happen after that? I have theories. I have some beliefs. I don't have any evidence, but I could tell you, if you're a jury and you had an answer like, yeah, that's a possibility, I guarantee you'll say, it's a possibility. I could say elephants are the universe, they're the universe gods, elephants, or mice, like that movie, Journey Through the fucking Galaxy, whatever that movie was, like Handbook or whatever the fuck the name of the movie. I don't care about the movie, but the point is that mice run the universe, like mice. And you can't. It's unlikely, but you can't say it's not. You can't say it's not a 100% guarantee that it's not. Just like I can't say clowns run the universe or something runs the universe. But when we get back after this, I had to breathe in a little bit. And when we get back after this, I'll dive a little deeper into that part, because there's not so much more deeper I can go without going down the, list of insanity. Right back after this.
So guys, this is me ending on the death theory. I couldn't get everything out. I had so much going on. I really wanted to dive deeper into this. So I'm going to have to split this into two parts. So from here on out, the rest of this is just me and my pops messing around. And I did a 911 skit again. And I put it in there, so enjoy, and I'll be back around for the second part of the death theory, which I really wanted to get more deep into and talk about a lot more. So, there's only so many topics and so much time I want to put on one podcast, and then I would throw something together on a different one. So enjoy the rest of this. Like I said, it's just me messing around, and I'll get into the end of the death theory in the second episode, which will be about something else, but I'll put it in the beginning. Once again, I want to thank Jeff Ealing for the song. David Flowers. David Flowers is a new podcaster, and also Tanya Young from Success. And I'm really just getting into that success story about it's really good. It's about candy, like Hershey, and how they came to be. And I think you guys should go check that out. It's Tanya Young Success. I will have the link up in there. And I also will have David's link. Hopefully, these guys keep pumping out podcasts and staying consistent. So, like always, thank you once again for all the people who follow me recently and just there listening to my podcast. You can leave me a message on Anchor if you want to download the app, Spotify also, and you could rate the show now. So I appreciate that. Like I said, there was a lot in this, so I want to get back to what back into more of this, but like I said, I've been holding off long enough on putting this show out. So let me get this out so I can get some caught up. All right, guys. Like I said, once again, take care of yourselves and one another. This is Jimmy James saying peace out. And thank you once again.
My next show, how I did Strange and Deranged. Today's Friday, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm recording this now, so you know. I do Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays. So I try to get something ahead of time. Like, if I do a little bit today, it'll be easier tomorrow. I could just put it in there, edit it. Because the editing is the pain in the ass part. I could hear myself wheezing. From getting over being sick. Alright, so, my next show is called, Death Theory. I don't know. It was up in the air. It was like something with death, but I just put Death Theory. What comes after when you die? Like, what do you think happens to you? Now, you already know what I think. You could barely look. You are that bad. Like, now, Death Theory. A Death Theory. What's your Death Theory? Where do you go? You just, you believe in the spirit show or, the I Go Nowhere part?
Spirit show.
The spirit show.
Yeah.
So you believe we're here, and after what's the alright, you ever hear the question, the purpose, like, what's the purpose of life, right? You ever hear that? Yeah, you heard that, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
What's the big question? Why, right? And then the big answer is, I don't know, right?
No.
You never heard any, why, what's the purpose of life? Why? You never heard that before? Like, why are we here?
Yeah, sure. Why are we here?
Right. So if we die and we become spirits, if this is all true, which, I'm just saying, you already know my beliefs and what I can prove. But even if that's true, okay, and you're a spirit, so let's say you're here and you die or whatever, and then you go into the spirit realm and you're still fucked up on the couch. You know what I mean? Sitting there, whatever. You know what I mean? You're a spirit. So, for what the hell's the purpose then? And then what happens to you after that? What happens when your spirit dies? Like when you're dead, then what happens? My belief, what I put all together so far, I'm not saying I know all the answers, it's just my guess is as good as anybody else's, is after you die for the second time, which would be your spirit time, you just go back. You know how, like, you get back to the earth, your body gets back to the earth? I think you get back to this, out of, like, the universe. Okay, so what's your guess?
We get back to the universe.
What about Dolores Cannon and all that bullshit then?
What about her?
Well, she sits there and tells us, we can evolve if we all use our mind and...
We are reincarnated.
So, okay, some people believe that we're reincarnated, so she says Earth is like a school, and we go back and learn and then come with... Right. But why would we do that? To get what right, for what purpose, though? And then, that's the question I would love to ask her, I know she's not around. What would be the point of that? I'm trying to figure it out, right? You said you watched Dolores...
Yeah.
You said you watched Dolores Cannon,
yeah,
right?
I did.
She said this would be an Earth, like, school, correct?
Right.
Okay, well, if this is a school, and I understand what she's saying, that you gotta come back...
And Earth is... A new Earth is
to learn something.
Apart. We're going into a new Earth. The old Earth...
You mean after we die?
before we die, the new Earth is going to leave the old Earth, and we're going to go
I still
into
don't
another
understand that
dimension.
one. I never heard told her.
That's what she said.
But I don't understand what
I
never
don't
heard her say
understand that because, like,
the new Earth. I heard about it. I know what she was talking about, but I still don't understand what she's talking
I don't
about.
understand it either.
Okay,
You know?
so she has a. Okay, so how can you explain something if even though it might be right, it's like me trying to explain how podcasting and doing editing and all that, and I'll give you the phone and say, all right, edit this show out, let me know when you're done, and just give it to you. You wouldn't know what the fuck to do, right?
Yeah.
I can't explain it to you. I would have
Yeah.
to kind of show it. So she's explaining that there's an Earth, and there's going into a new Earth,
Right.
which makes no fucking sense. But then Janelle, when I did her birthday, it had me thinking, we never really do, if you think about it, you don't really have a birthday. It's impossible. You can't, you know, in our theory, we land, you know, it's your birthday. You were born this time, this year. But if we're going around the sun, right?
Yeah.
When is your birthday? Because you do one lap around the sun, right?
Yeah.
But the sun's moving, correct?
Right.
Around the what?
The sun's not moving.
Yes, it is. What are we around?
We're Earth moving around the sun.
Okay, and what's the sun around?
Sun's around the universe.
No, before the universe. The universe is everything. I'm saying the sun is in the solar system, right?
Right.
And what's the solar system in? The galaxy, correct?
Galaxy.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the galaxy spins and the sun spins, right?
Right.
Okay. Do you understand what you understand?
Yeah.
Real easy
Yeah.
stuff here. Okay. So if the sun's going here and the earth's moving here, and it takes, I forget the exact, I should know this, but it takes X amount of years for the sun to do one complete loop around the galaxy, which is long. Humans haven't even been around. It's 100 million years or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a long fucking time. But the galaxy's also moving too. So we're spinning, the sun's spinning, the solar system's spinning, the galaxy's spinning, and we're all spinning. We're never in the same place twice. So in all, you know, technically you can't have a birthday because you weren't on that, you were never in that spot. When I said,
Okay.
this time last year, it's my blah, 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 or John Lennon was shot back in this time 30 years ago. And yeah, he was in our time, but in reality of it, the aspects of it, we were never in the same place twice because we were all spinning. We're all moving around the galaxy, and then the galaxy's moving around the universe. And then that's when it gets into the bigger picture where you're fucked up. I just want to see you pay attention. That's true, though. I came up with that theory. So whatever Dolores fucking Cannon was smoking was better than your shit because I don't know. I don't see him point.
My shit. All I did was listen to her.
Right, what I'm saying, Dolores Cannon is better than you're fucking me up. You're being so fucking. I'm fucked up. What I'm saying is, whatever she's smoking is better than the shit you're smoking because she's saying we're going to new Earths, like. You know what I mean? We don't even know, we don't, as a human fucking being, human beings, we don't realize that we're in the same spot ever.
Right.
Yeah, we're all spinning around 1,000 miles an hour, going around the sun, going around the solar system, going around the galaxy, going around the universe. There's a shitload of universes, galaxies, and we're all going towards, you ever heard of the Great Attractor?
Yeah.
I told you about the Great Attractor. The Great Attractor, you know, all the universes are going in one place, but we can't see because, you know, our Milky Way is blocking out. It's called the no vision zone. I'll put it on. I'm gonna go up because I gotta finish my shit here and make sure it's on yours. This is on yours. When I put it on, what you should do is fall asleep as fast as possible and then learn everything. Well, just so you can learn everything about it. I'll put it on. You know, there's not too many things on it. You know, they just started getting into this Great Attractor like maybe a couple years ago. It's been talked about a little, you know, for a little while, but we don't have, you know, what's getting launched the 22nd, right?
What?
James Webb Telescope. That's going all the way. It's 1,000,000-some miles. I mean, yeah, whatever. Around the opposite side, on this other side of the moon, the opposite side of the sun. Yeah. So once it gets out there, it unfolds, and that's that. Okay. There's a whole bunch of shit. This is one of the good ones. This is 30 minutes long. You should watch it. We'll be right back.
I've got balls of steel.
This is fucking ridiculous. What the man? I know it's this shit is tough to talk about, but I'll tell you, it'll get you through the fucking day. Thank you. Thank you. Death is among us. You understand what the I'm talking about? You motherfucker. You motherfucker. Stop censoring. Now you're just doing it to be a jet. You. Motherfucker. Go yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fudge yourself. I got ya. Piece of shit. What the? Why does this? Now you're not. Smudge. Shish kebab. Shinari. Atari. Fuck. Son of a bitch. Having fun with the button game. Coming up next, 911 hit and run skit.
911, what is your emergency?
Ah, Jesus Christ, I was in a hit and run.
Oh shit, really?
Yes, really? A guy hit me. Ah, fuck, I fucked up.
Wow. Hey yo, Barry, we got like a hit and run.
No, I hit somebody. My bone sticking out of my kneecap.
Oh,
Yes, yeah, bones. I'm starting to lose consciousness.
you were the guy who hit the other guy?
Yes, I hit the guy. He was jogging, but he didn't have any glowing, pajama jogging pants, and I just smashed right into him. Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck, I'm never gonna be able to roller skate or jump on a pogo stick again. Oh, this is really fucking painful.
Are you hurt?
Buddy, I just said I got a bone sticking out of my kneecap. I'm not going to be able to play hopscotch ever again.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so, okay, what can you do here? I'm sitting in my car.
Okay, a bone is sticking out.
Oh, yeah, my right knee. Oh, God, I can feel it. Oh, it's sticking out maybe 7 inches, 7.5 inches. Oh my God, I'm never gonna be able to scuba dive again.
Okay, we could be there. Yeah, what kind of car are you driving?
I don't know. Oh, Mercedes Benz. Oh,
Mercedes Benz.
it's a Mercedes Benz. Fuck, I'm never gonna be able to play polo again.
Alright. Yeah, what year is that?
Oh God, why do you gotta know the year? Oh, I'm never gonna put knee pads on again.
I just gotta know, read the report paper.
I don't know the year. I gotta look. I would have to. I just got it. Oh God, the guy I hit, I took it. because I was gonna run, but then I realized there was a bone sticking out of my knee. Oh God, I'm never gonna be able to bicycle again in tandem with my boyfriend.
We'll be right there as soon as possible.
I never told you where I was, but I'm sitting on the corner of fucking shit. This hurts. Oh my God. I'm somewhere. There's a stoplight and a stop sign.
You hang in there.
All right, I'm gonna try to hang in there. I think it's a fuck me, I can't even talk. Bad poor choice of words. I think I'm losing consciousness. You're definitely gonna help me, right? Oh shit. Oh my God, I'm never gonna be able to do jumping jacks. I'm losing it. Buddy, I can't do nothing else but hang in there. Oh, thinking about how am I gonna play with the monkey bars? Oh, all those kids are gonna be so upset. Not gonna be able to play tag or any of those kick the can. Oh God, kick the can.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, all here to help.